Let Gabby do that again so I can record it and keep it for later. Dang, guy.
Damn.
You guys ready?
But I thought Carlos was in Guadalajara. I was so confused because I
Me too. I was gonna ask him. I was like, "Damn, you're in Guadalajara or what?"
But then when I went in and I saw he post, it's because it was super nice today. He posted the picture of Mount Rainier, and I was like, oh, okay, because the cloud.
Yeah. That's probably like really close to his house. That's why. That view.
Damn, Eddie, I'm trying to back up my background game now because of you. Look what else I took from my dad, so I can hang it up behind me.
Damn, that's been on my mind ever since I saw it. Bro, fuck.
That's
dude.
gonna go right here.
Now you know what? My uncle got lucky that day. He was in the airport, and he ran. I think to go buy that. No, at the airport.
I don't remember. I was too small.
Bro, I just remember, dog. That shit has like Osvaldo, like Manolo. You know, like all the throwbacks. Camillo, Romero, like
Hermosillo.
Castañeda. Remember Lupe Castañeda?
Yeah, and then
that fool looked old. Like he gave me like fucking like a señor vibes when I started watching.
I can't really read all these fools' names, but I see Hermosillo.
That was probably before like Omar Bravo popped off, like barely like.
Yeah, because Omar Bravo's right here. This one, he was number 14.
He's on there still too.
And then there's a guy who number 4 E. Medina.
You should look.
Eduardo Medina.
You should look up the roster for that year.
What jersey is that, Eddie? Was that your favorite one or the one before?
That was like 98.
No. That was after. I think that was like 2002-ish.
I don't think so. No, because the one that I have is 2001.
Oh yeah, so it would have been like either 2000. It was one of those years, bro. I don't remember, but all I know is it was early on because I remember he had it here when you guys were here.
¿Qué pasa, mi raza? Welcome to Los Fantasy Cuhhs, the boldest and hottest Latino sports podcast, powered by the voices and opinions of some cuhhs. And every week, we'll bring you the realest takes, some bold predictions, and the latest sports buzz. Whether it's football, gringo football, baseball, or cualquier deporte, we're here to keep it real, keep it caliente, and represent the culture. My name is Fabian, and joining me are my compas, my co-host, my cuz. We got Eddie, Gabby, and Eric. What's up, guys?
What's up, fam? Let's get it.
What up, familia?
¿Qué pasa, raza?
Yeah, we're another edition of the Thursday Night Futból with our cuz here today. We got a lot to talk about today. We're going to do some Barça Atletico, talk about that a little bit. We're going to dive into some Conca Champions, talk a little bit about the America LAFC rumors. We're going to dive into some U.S. Open Cup games, Chiva news. We'll talk a little bit about the Mexico World Cup jersey, and then we'll end with like the Mount Rushmore of soccer players who we think could be the best WWE superstars. So sounds like it's going to be a fun one today. But yeah, let's dive into it. Did you guys watch any of the Barça Atletico this week?
Yes, sir. Hey, just to start it off, guys, I got to hit this real quick, all right?
Dale.
El tiburón. Hey, shout out Ferran Torres. He's been clutch lately.
He's been good.
Yeah, man. It's crazy because when I saw the lineup, I was like, "Oh shit, no Lewandowski," and honestly, Ferran deserves a start because he's been clutch the last games for Barca.
I think I saw a stat that said he's been like 5 goals in the last 4 games, all competitions. So
yeah, ESPN put out a stat that out of like all the forwards in Europe, who's played a minimum of 10 games, 500 minutes for their team, he's like the top goal scorer per minute per se.
Well, bro, like when you have a guy like Lamine Yamal, because that pass that Yamal gave him, dude, precise.
Yeah, man, that little touch was like, just beautiful. Beautiful.
Oh, I think the
football.
goalie kind of could have done more though.
That's what the commentators were saying. If he would have sprinted out a little bit faster to it, he could have.
Yeah, I
dove.
feel like
Yeah,
All
but-
Black blocks that.
It was like a perfect poke though. Like I was like, I wasn't sure if he was gonna get to it. So yeah, the goalie probably could have come out quicker.
So wait, why didn't Lewandowski start? Just
I mean, I think because of minutes, but I mean also like I said, I think Torres also deserved the start. But I mean, when you got both forwards scoring, like I guess
You can rest one
it's a good problem to have.
because Lewandowski scored 2 goals over the weekend too. So
Yeah.
maybe he's trying to rest him a little bit so that every other game, or maybe there'll be a point where he's going to put both of them. But that's a good problem, like Eddie said, to have where one game Lewandowski does great, next game Ferran Torres does great. So to have that, like I wish Chivas could have that.
I mean, I feel like we forget that these guys are playing like 3 games in 1 week essentially. Like, and for us, we're just like, oh, I can't wait till Wednesday. I can't wait till Saturday. I can't wait till. But like, these people are human at the end of the day. I mean, like, yeah, they're top-notch athletes, but I mean that'll catch up to you quick, man.
Some highlights that I saw because I did watch like second half of this game. Atletico scored like in the second half with that one guy. I think his name is Sorloth. Eric is my
Sorloth.
Yeah, so that he scored, but then they checked it and it was offsides. But
Yeah, it was clear.
that play, Eric, though, is the same play that Barcelona has been getting scored on like these past few games on Koundé's side, where they just play it over.
Oh, is that Rob's campaign of the back line?
Yup.
Now wait. How much did he hit you in the Venmo with that?
Me and Rob have always just been noticing that most of the goals that Barcelona's defense gets scored on are on Koundé's side, and it's over. So it leaves like a one-on-one where they just cross it and tap it in. But this time, like, luckily it was offsides for Barcelona. And
I mean, it's paying off for Barca being the hottest team in Europe. I mean, their back line, I wouldn't change one aspect of it. I'd keep it high, keep it aggressive because they're the hottest team in Europe. It's working for them no matter how many people want to criticize that they risk a lot, but they also get a lot back in terms of attack and counterattacking. So they score a lot for playing and taking a risk on that back line.
yeah, what do you think, Abby?
I agree with Eric. Like, it's it's night and day. You see their games and they're winning their games with ease. Obviously, this was a little bit different because there was aggregate and then you had a goal. But if you go back to the league and when we go compare the top 2, Real Madrid and Barcelona, Real Madrid is squeaking by barely. You know what I mean? And you're like at the edge of your seat watching those games when
Leganés and all these other
they're
guys.
winning comfortably. So why change it up?
Yeah, that's so true. But now they got a match in the final now against Madrid, and that's.
Can I say one thing before we move on to that though? The biggest thing I took away from this game, and me being like a huge like Bruno Fernandes writer, Pedri by far is the best midfielder in the world. Honestly, like the way he is so essential and the way he plays, he reminds me so much of Iniesta, and the fact that he's so young and he reminds me of Iniesta this young. I'll say like the position he plays and the role he does is like no one else in the world does the role and plays the way he plays. Like he's not super flashy, but he's flashy in a ways like me that I'm a midfielder. Like I see the things that I'm like, holy shit! Like
there was one play where he kind of like flicked it with his heel, could have like got the guy behind him like wide open, but he like didn't get it that good. But that's what you're talking about.
Nah, bro. But you know what's funny? The Twitter sphere, the X, like all the Pedro haters, they were hanging on to that specific play so much against the discourse of him being the best midfielder. I'm like, bro, like he tried it, no le salió obviously, but it low-key almost worked because le cayó a Rafinha al último and they missed the play, but yeah. I mean, one play.
No, honestly, Rafinha, si prende más el switch and he can kind of read what Pedri was trying to do, Rafinha, he kind of stayed like too far back. Like he could have tucked in and joined. Yeah.
That would have been a freaking golazo of a play.
Oh yeah, it would have been because the whole play just boom, 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 boom. Yeah, but I mean, it is what it is. You can't score them all, but it's just funny to see the discourse on Twitter of they're trying to
but that's the one thing I took away is like to me Pedri, and I'm like I said, I'm not a Barca fan. Like I don't have a Barca shirt in my closet, but Pedri by far, world class midfielder, and to me he's number one clearly.
I mean, it's a fun discourse, obviously with Bellingham, because I mean he had a crucial game too. Obviously he scored some goals, not to go back, but I mean it's probably going to be one of those debates that's going to continue for a long time, man. And we'll take it. I mean that's what makes this shit fun.
No, like he's not like beating Bellingham by like super like strides like above and beyond, but I think from what I saw, he's got just something else that like I trust Pedri just a little. Like Bellingham is I see him more as an attacking guy, and Pedri is more of like he aporta para todo, the build out, attack, holding. And Bellingham is more of like he wants to go and attack more and be more aggressive.
Yeah,
but
I agree with that.
I was just gonna say that me and Rob would compare him to Bellingham. So to compare him to someone like that is not a bad thing.
And it obviously depends on what aspect you're looking at, like Eric's saying. So, I mean, I can see an argument for both in certain ways, but obviously I agree. I'm a little biased, but I agree.
Yeah. No, I mean I'm biased too. Like to me, the best number 10 in the world is Bruno. I don't think anyone in the world plays the way he plays that attacking midfielder. But like I said, it's just they're all different guys. But what Pedri does in that 8 position, no one else replicates what he does.
And he's still pretty young, isn't he? Isn't he only?
I think he's like 23.
22.
22, yeah.
Hella young.
But we get a fucking anticipated Clásico.
Yeah, so the Copa del Rey final is on the 26th, so that's in about 3 weeks. And then right after that, we'll have a league game between Barca and Real on May 11th.
Yep.
And right after that, if Real Madrid and Barcelona win their Champions League games, they could meet each other in the final of Champions also.
I got a question for everyone. I know these past 2 Clásicos, it's been a Barca fest, and Real Madrid have seemed to just kind of come out scared and flat, and they've gotten killed.
Negative.
But no, it's not negative. It's 9 goals that you got scored on in 2 games. But my question is Clásico finally back from the Messi versus CR7 days? Like, are we finally back to like where it's like that same kind of build up and you're looking for? Because for a while after CR7 and Messi were kind of like gone, like the anticipation and build up wasn't the same. But I'm starting to feel it, like especially this year. That's like it's like that build up that like kind of like football's kind of like the world's paying attention now again on the Clásico like it used to be. What do you guys feel?
I think so because I feel like after Messi left, Barcelona kind of was going down a little bit. They weren't. I mean, they were there still, but they weren't winning a lot. And then Real Madrid was winning some stuff, and then now these guys are coming back up. They're like shooting up, so now you get that build up again.
Yeah, especially like you're mentioning right now, both teams are in a position to go for a triple.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Copa del Rey, La Liga, and Champions League. Like they're both in that position, which is crazy. And I feel like it's been a while since they've both been in that position. So yeah, it feels like that old school feeling of like, let's fucking go. Like obviously every single Clásico that has passed since Messi left, I still get excited and nervous and whatever you want to call it. But yeah, you definitely feel that different type of feeling right now because both teams are doing so well. So definitely,
like it's definitely back.
Those shabby years for Barca kind of killed it a little bit. I feel like.
Yeah.
And then now it's like, all right, like we're
Especially,
what do you think, Fabian?
Especially because the players are at a high level, from Vinny and Bellingham to Mbappe. Now we didn't have Mbappe a few seasons ago, so having him now definitely makes now the games against Barca another level. And then fucking Barcelona, like you said, is one of the hottest teams right now in Europe. So,
but it kind of like I feel like it's kind of back to like those, not obviously like not Messi CR7, right? Because those were times that like who knows if we'll ever get it back. But in terms of like CR7's time, Real Madrid invested a lot of money, and this year they invested a lot of money. When Messi was there, it was like a whole era of like players they develop from La Masia. And this year's Barca team is super young, and their midfield core and their back line is all a bunch of players from La Masia coming up with a superstar in Yamal. So it's kind of like it's almost forming out to kind of be again how awesome those clásicos were.
We need to throw a Pepe or a Sergio Ramos kind of player in there.
Hell no, keep them out, dude. I like this. I like the way they play now. I don't need no one kicking people in the back and shit.
There's plenty of antics with your boy Vinny. It's all good.
Yeah.
Hey, my second question, and this could just be quick because I think we're all on the same page. Lamine Yamal and Mbappe are clearly the two best players in the world. Yeah.
Right now?
Yeah.
Currently.
Well, I was actually gonna say that right now. Who rivals Yamal on Madrid? You know what I mean?
Mbappe.
You had the Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi. Obviously, Yamal over there at Barca. So who rivals for Real Madrid?
And these games that are coming up, because they could, like I said, be facing each other 3 times in the next month and a half. It's going to come down to those two players. Who comes out playing better of those two?
Yeah, I definitely would agree with Mbappe because of what he's doing currently, and I feel like what he wants to become. Like, didn't Ancelotti compare or say something about how he could beat out Ronaldo, which I think is wild to say, but
he's already tied, Eddie, his goals with Ronaldo when Ronaldo first came to Madrid.
Oh no, yeah, that's cool now, but like as far as like the effect in the championships, like come on, bro. Like this is his first season.
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
But
I think he probably says it because of the age of Mbappe and like where he's at now compared to when Ronaldo started. I think that could be the only debate is Mbappe's a lot younger and he's already like at a superstar level, so he's got like years, to go.
No, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, some good games for sure coming up, and we'll definitely be paying attention to them coming up, and a lot of chat in the WhatsApp group too will be happening when those games comes, right?
100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let's move on to the Conca Champions games. Did you guys watch any of those?
100%.
I don't know, Gabby. Did you watch any of those?
Tell us, Gabby.
100%.
What'd you think?
Well,
Let's leave the LAFC Miami for last because that's the best one. Let's just quickly go over the other 3 games.
Well, the
All
one
right, 2 sleepers. All right, let's next ones.
Yeah.
Well, didn't the America Cruz Azul and Galaxy Tigres games like happen first?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And both of those games ended up 0-0.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's what I'm saying.
Galaxy surprised me.
Me too.
I thought they were gonna get whacked.
Yeah, same.
But they're going to Tigres' house now.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
that's where they're gonna get whacked.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they surprised me for sure.
No, yeah, that's.
No van a
I think this is-
aguantar
this
en el estadio de miados.
Yeah.
at the Honey Bucket Stadium.
Then
The I think 0-0, obviously they'll take it any day of the week, but yeah, it's gonna be tough down in Monterrey. And for the other one, sleeper, but obviously we know who has the advantage right now. So Cruz Azul is gonna have to show some on the second leg to beat them. So
yeah.
So
I heard it was a boring game.
Where's the second leg at?
The same stadium, no?
no, they don't play their food. They play at Seul. But I wasn't sure if they're gonna play at Seul or I saw something about Puebla.
But who?
Because Tigres is going to be at home too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, but who was home?
I mean, Pumas.
No, that's it's because Cruz Azul doesn't play at the Azul at the stadium anymore. They've been playing at Puma Stadium.
So who versus the Puercs and Cruz Azul? Who was
America was at home.
home? Oh shit!
At Cruz
So they got no Cruz Azul got no away goal.
Oh fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and they don't go to extra times?
No, this is away goal. So that was a little confusing with the Copa del Rey because it was like you're like comparing sort of like the away goal with so many different tournaments. But yeah, this one, CONCACAF does have the away goal, which is funny because I saw someone saying that the America coach was sort of bitching when America beat or Chivas beat America 1-0 the first leg about the away goal, and now they could possibly advance on like a away goal if they score a goal.
But if they end up 0-0 again, it will go into extra time.
Yeah, I think that's the only way that they if it's a tied.
I heard something that like, isn't this the only competitive format that still uses the away goal currently?
I think I heard that too.
Yeah, kind of stupid.
It is, but teams that
Yeah.
take advantage of it, they can take advantage of it.
Yeah,
The
it's-
other one, the next day one, Vancouver versus Pumas, which we know that Vancouver's kind of been on a little hot streak too, and Pumas came over to Vancouver's house and got the away goal, so they ended up 1-1. You guys see who scored though for Pumas?
Little Carrasquilla.
Coco Carrasquilla.
Askia in the 87th minute, dude, to freaking save their asses. So
Well, see,
I looked up. Go ahead, Gabby.
no, you go.
I looked up the stats for these. It was like a 50-50 possession for both. Vancouver had like 7 shots, 2 on target. Pumas had like 5 shots and 2 on target. So it looked like a pretty even game.
Yeah, man, my take was almost gonna hit until this freaking guy had to show up. Because I think I remember calling or saying that Vancouver could eliminate Pumas, but we'll see, man. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, it's
This-
gonna be hella tough now.
This goes back to what Eric was just saying. How this is the only competition that uses the away goals, and it's like for Vancouver, you would expect Pumas to come in and beat them nice, but if that wasn't there, Vancouver would have been in a good spot.
Yeah,
You know, like, and the away goal is gonna kill it for them.
it is definitely because
And
when they
I'm
go,
just I'm speaking on Vancouver because this is probably like their best season ever. You know,
Yeah.
the
and
only
the Raiders
argument for
Can't
that-
count them out though. They beat Monterrey in Mexico, so
That's exactly
yeah, but
what I was gonna
Monterrey
say.
is fucking it's like a house that's like burning.
yeah,
Literally,
we'll
we're-
get to
we're
that
about
shit.
To go in the, yeah.
We'll get into some Monterrey in a little bit. Don't worry, that's a little.
We all got our insider info, and it's probably all the same info.
But that's the only argument, Gabby, that Vancouver has kind of done it before recently, and they could kind of do it again. But I still think Pumas will beat them. But yeah, let's go into the next one, the big one that I think a lot of people were watching, and surprisingly, one team came up on top. Gabby, who was it?
Damn, surprisingly.
Surprisingly,
Damn, no confidence. LAFC, baby, let's go. I think 1-0, but we left a lot on the table. We could have easily won 2-0, 3-0. But I want to give a shout out to Steve motherfucking Chirundolo for having those fucking huevos and saying, Olivier Giroud, your ass right now, sit there. Hey, young buck, I need you to step up, What's his name? Hey, Bobasy's hurt right now, so I was like, oh, Giroud's going to start. Nope. The fool didn't even play.
what was
wild.
the kid's name that scored?
Nathan Ordaz. He was a ball
He's
boy.
El Salvador's king right now.
He was a ball boy, and then he's been doing good this year. He's got a couple goals already.
I've watched him a little bit.
I thought we left a lot of the table. I thought we should have won at least 2-0, 3-0. Miami looked horrible. Horrible.
Wasn't there a lot of plays too where every time Messi had the ball, he had like 2 or 3 defenders on him too every time?
Oh, they defended him. They defended him well.
Shit, bro. There was points where they didn't even need to put 2-3 guys on him.
But
Yeah, there was so I don't know why Suarez is still playing, or bro. There's times where he looks like I don't know what he's doing out there, brother.
Ya están
commentators-
viejos como los cerros.
It's that I feel like that one's a little forced.
Bro, Suarez looks like he's one like bad step away from his knees collapsing.
Oh, that brings me a point. I think I read something this week where he said that he has to take like 3 pills and like a shot in both of his knees so they don't hurt when he's playing. Did you guys hear about that?
Yeah, I had seen something about that too. I don't know if it was true or whatnot, but yeah, I mean that's fucking
close.
crazy.
He's close to going to El Asilo really soon.
I mean, everywhere he's gone, he's been clutch, bro. But like, I feel like there comes a time, or at least Mascherano to know, hey, bro, you're gonna come in here, 75th minute or something, try to give us something off the bench. But I mean, obviously, Miami, I could give 2 fucks. So I'm just what I see, I'm just like, bro, I can't believe what I
Yeah.
see sometimes with Suarez.
Bro, the fact that Chicharito looks like a fucking 22-year-old athlete compared to him, like, should tell you Luis Suarez needs to hang it up.
Yeah, man.
Oh, and Gabby, wasn't this game at LAFC?
Yeah, so now we got to go over there
Yep.
and no away goal, but still, like, what are you gonna do the same thing as last time and go to Columbus and then sit back? No, you got to go over there and take
Yeah,
the game.
no. Hopefully they
Even
learn
though,
from that Columbus game.
even though that's their game is not having the ball, but still, like, just have the ball at this time. You know, change it up a little bit.
Yeah.
I think so.
Wait, Gabby, what'd you think of the 26-minute decision to overturn, or I guess the VAR? Did they check it? They gave him red, or they gave him a yellow, or what was? I didn't see.
They gave him a yellow.
But originally,
Well, hands to the face, it's a red.
no, I know, but I'm saying did he give him a card at first, or like the VAR told him to go look at it?
No, the VAR told him to go look at it, and then he gave him the yellow card. So there was no card initially.
So he didn't see shit then, apparently.
No, but
Okay, so then VAR told him go look at it, and then he gave him the yellow.
yeah, but then the Uruguayan dude, the one that who put on the chat, the fool with the hair sucks. Adrian.
Oh, Adrian.
Yeah. So when you look at the replay, like the fool, the Uruguayan dude, Lo Cuca, like I said, he gets in his face with Lo Cuca, and then Ordaz kind of just does one of these. So that probably gave him the yellow.
Well, good. The VAR saved him.
Oh, the VAR saved him, and then he scored a goal.
Yeah, and then I think, who was it? Busquets, I think, got saved from a second yellow también.
Well, I think he's out for the next game.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know, but during the game, he probably should have got a yellow on that one of those last fouls he committed. But you could tell, I think that the ref was like, nah, I'm chilling. I don't want this mess.
The drama that will come after that.
No, but I think he's out for the next game for accumulation.
Yeah, no, for
Yeah.
sure. But, I mean, that
think-
would have made a difference right there. Red card with time remaining, but...
Yeah.
Yeah.
This ties into the next topic that I think all of us have some opinions about. What have you guys heard about the LAFC versus America rumors for the FIFA Club World Cup? Gabby, I want you to Valiendo.
Who
What
was that?
I don't know.
You want me to go first?
That boo was for America, by the way, Gabby. I wouldn't mind if LAFC got in.
I mean, yeah, low-key, yeah, it's like... Yeah, for sure.
Here's my
Tell us,
opinion.
what have you heard, Gabby?
Well, the FIFA is looking for a game, but so I just want to go back to Leon. Like, I'm not a fan of multipropiedad, but LAFC doesn't deserve to be there. Leon won it, right? And let's just go back to their fans, right? Their fans are excited for this. Their players are excited for this. Kind of like you guys, right? You guys, Sounders fans, are looking forward to this tournament.
Mm-hmm.
La afición no tiene culpa, and then their players no tienen la culpa, right?
Facts.
So I think Leon should go. With that being said, if FIFA is not going to let them go, Tuca Ferretti said it the best. The president goes down. Who's up next? The vice president. Leon won, and if they're going to be out, then they should give it to the runner-up. LAFC should not be playing the game with America. They should go indirectly if Leon's not going to go. That's my opinion. Why does America have to? What out of all those teams from CONCACAF, why does America have to play? Just because they're the number one?
Because of their ranking where they are in the whole CONCACAF.
No, Leon
Yeah, but it's funny because, I mean, this is a spot from the Champions League tournament, and like they didn't do anything in it. So it's like, why is that even in the conversation?
Exactly. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, as a fan, like, we're gonna get, if we go, they're gonna be like, oh, well, you didn't earn it. You know what I mean? And that's gonna be like, fuck, they're kind of right. You know, they just put us in there. But so Leon deserves to be there, and all the multipropiedad stuff, I don't like it. But again, the fans and the team, and then if you're not gonna let them go, why are we playing this game? Just give it to the runner-up.
Yeah.
Who sent that video in the group chat too of Tuca Ferretti like going off too because he was saying that MLS is multipropiedad.
Are they?
Eddie,
I mean, he worded it wrong. I think what he meant to say is because like it's like, I mean, the players have a union, the MLS oversees all teams, but technically it's not one owner. He's tripping.
Yeah.
Each team has its separate owners. But I think MLS is like a whole entity, and that's how they treat it. I think that's what he meant. He definitely misworded it.
Yeah.
But I mean, just to add on to that a little bit, Gabby. Like, I mean, I don't think Miami deserves to be in it either. Obviously, they said it was because they won the Supporters Shield.
yeah,
But like, same difference.
Remember the message that I had sent you a while back about Supporter Shield and the champion?
Yeah.
So in these circles they were saying supposedly that the winner of MLS Cup and the Supporter Shield were going to play one game, and that was going to determine who would make it to the Club World Cup. Well,
what happened
Miami.
about that?
Well, that was in the circles. Nothing ever came about. There was no rumors. There was just talkings in the LAFC circles. But Miami won it, and then they're like, "Okay, you're going to the Club World Cup." So I don't know if two different teams, if a different team would have gotten the Supporter Shield, and then whoever won MLS Cup, maybe then we would have had that game. But
That would have made it more fair.
yeah, that would have been cool.
Well, yeah, and also because they never like made an announcement before. Like, they never said whoever wins the Supporter Shield this year is gonna go to the Club World Cup. Like, if you say that, then obviously that changes things, but a little bit. But they didn't, and it was like they literally just handed them the tournament.
Now, let's see what Eric has to say about this now.
No, I mean, I agree with what Gabby's saying too. It's like, it's just, if there's any team that should be kind of up next, it should be the team who came up runner up. I think throwing America in there just for the fuck of it, even if it is for rankings, it's just like, that's just like, what if they just decided like, oh, well, Chivas is a potential candidate for this playoff game too. It's like, why should we even be in the conversation? Like, America is just there because it's the one tournament that they haven't been able to win. And I have a fucking feeling that si este año quedan campeón en la Conca, like this year, like they might use that as just like, well, let's just give it to them. They won it this year. Like, I have some fucking, like, I don't know, some feeling that they would do that. But in my opinion, it would be like, just give it to Leon or don't give it to anyone. Honestly, that would be my personal thing. Like, if you're not going to give it to Leon, then no one should qualify, and find another team or just reformat it to where that one team is just not going to be playing in it.
That'll screw up the group stage a little bit, don't you think, Eddie?
I'd rather the group stage be screwed up than a team that doesn't deserve to be in there be in it.
No, yeah, most definitely. But I mean, obviously this is all depending like the court case, because there's a court case technically, right?
Oh shit, when's that gonna happen? Do you know?
I think. Well, Alujuense or whatever the fuck, however you say. I think they still have a case too. It says that's being heard the 23rd of April in Madrid.
Bro, they need to remove themselves. No one gives a fuck about
they're trying to do.
Yeah, LAFC whooped their ass and eliminated them in that tournament.
Yeah,
So.
no one wants to see them play in the World Cup, bro. Get the fuck out of here.
There you go.
So
So
yeah, technically this is up to the courts, and then we'll go from there.
I really hope they don't choose America to fucking play a game against, because if they do end up getting into that, I bet a lot of fans are gonna be fucking booing them in the stadiums and shit.
Bro, I mean, low key, if you look at the group too, like, it's not a bad group to get put into.
Who is it?
There's Chelsea, but the other two teams, I mean, I don't even. One of them is, I don't even know where they're from, bro.
New Zealand, probably one of the teams that we were talking about that was getting paid like the least.
No, yeah, it's like some team from, I don't even know what it's called, honestly. We'll have to look it up, but yeah, like it's a group that, like, they have a good possibility of it coming out, whatever team goes in.
Well, you know what sucks even more is that Leon's form right now is so fucking good that they're rising up to where it's like they're, o sea, andan con buen ritmo, and it's like you're sweeping them under the legs in their best moment with Jaime Rodriguez coming in and Guardado unretiring to come back and all that shit.
Yep.
Fucking
Mata
sucks.
What is
motivation. It kills the motivation a little bit.
what's the format for that? Like the top two out of the group make it go advance or?
I think so.
I believe so.
Well, that's fucking.
And I don't know if there's like on top of that like the best like third place team. Sometimes they do that like out of the all the groups, but we'll go into that tournament as it gets a little closer, and maybe after they make the final announcement of who's gonna be in it, and then
Yep.
we'll break that down for the chat.
Definitely, yeah. We've been keeping tabs on it, even from last week too. We brought this up again, so we'll be keeping tabs on it. So when we find out more news, we're gonna report it to everyone, no matter who it is.
We're gonna boycott.
We'll see. We'll see, but
I ain't boycotting shit. I'm gonna be there.
let's get into our next one. We got some Open Cup games that we've been keeping tabs on as well. Eddie, which one of the Open Cup games do you think stood out for you the most?
I mean, the one that I sort of kept tabs on mostly because obviously it's local and it has to do with the Sounders is Tacoma Defiance. They snuck out a win in the 99th minute versus Spokane. So they'll be advancing. But, I mean, we also wanted to give a shout out to Rob, who is also one of our own per se, who's playing with El Paso Locomotive.
Eddie, can you clarify which Rob? Because this
Yeah,
show, people know
our-
Rob as our Rob.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Robert Coronado.
There we go.
Midfield.
Yes, sir. Now, shout out, man. I believe he played the whole game. They beat Ventura County FC 3-0. One of our ex-boys from Chivas, technically, and Sounders, Tony Alfaro, got a red card. But they'll be advancing on to the next round. So, shout out. We'll be keeping a close eye on that. We like to see our people win.
Fuck yeah.
And the next team they play is New Mexico United. Eric, do you know a little bit about New Mexico United?
I know about them because before they became USL team, when they created the club, it was a big thing down here in Colorado because it was just like the closest thing to a pro club because we didn't have switchbacks then. But there's actually Eddie. I don't know if you remember. You remember a player from Sounders? No me acuerdo si debutó for the first team, but he was on Tacoma. His name was Marlon Vargas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was with Rapids too for 2 years, and now he just got transferred to New Mexico, so he's playing for them now.
They've been doing pretty good too in these past few seasons, I think too. They've been in the top standings, I think, last time I looked them up. Do you know if that's true?
Yeah, they have been actually. They were like one in the West, and then they actually have a really really good following. Like people
Yeah,
go to the
it's
games.
weird because New Mexico is like it's horrible there. It fucking sucks there.
Everyone
So,
shows
like,
up for that.
They have
Damn, brother, chill.
Damn, I know. They have a good following though. Like
No, bro, it sucks. Like, mira, si ustedes vienen a
Because you
visitarme
drove
porque
through
son
it?
unos, si vienen a visitarme porque son unos mentirosos that you're like, oh, we'll always come see you.
No,
I'll take you to New Mexico and you guys will be like, why the fuck did you bring us here?
I've been there too. It's crazy, but it's because that's like the only thing they have over there.
Yeah.
Too. So that's
It's weird though. Like I say, it sucks, but I could see it as a potential like MLS looking to make a team there because of what Gabby says. The following is actually fucking huge. Because before that, the biggest following they had for a soccer team was the University of New Mexico. Their D1 soccer team, like their fucking college team, like that shit's popping there.
Gotcha.
so
So yeah,
LAFC played them last year at the US Open Cup in LA, and they had a good like nice little following in their away supporters. Like they have a nice
Yeah.
following.
there you go.
Oh, pues, touching on that a little bit. Remember, I think Gabby, you sent the Oakland Roots. They broke a record for the USL attendance, 26,500 at their inaugural home opener. That's who Tacoma gets to play against next round. So that's gonna be tough.
That's gonna be
Over
hella
there?
tough.
I believe so.
Oh damn, pues pobrecitos Oakland. No more Raiders, no more A's. It's soccer.
Just the roots.
Shit, the Roots. Ahí vas a ver a Marshall.
Actually, you know what? I think it might be here in Seattle, but either way, I mean, tough team. Either way.
Is the Roots that team that Donovan owns?
I don't think so. I think Donovan owned the San
Donovan
Diego
used to
team.
own the San Diego Loyal.
Yeah, Oil.
From San Diego.
There's another team that's close to Oakland though that me and Eddie were talking about called El Farolito.
Oh, I saw that.
And they're still in it?
They're technically
they're still
like
in it.
a Sunday league team because the name came from like a burrito restaurant in San Francisco. So the owner is just like a Mex. I think he's
It's a
Mexican.
taqueria. It's a
Yeah,
taqueria, and they basically le están metiendo dinero en equipo.
Exactly, and it's hella funny because they could be like a Sunday league team, but they've been playing in the U.S. Open Cup. I was telling Eddie for a few years now, and for them to do pretty good. I think who did they beat, Eddie? Do you know?
I don't, but they're technically an amateur team, but they play in the NPSL, which is the National Premier Soccer League. So it's like the 4th division, but it's not technically professional.
They beat Monterey Bay.
Oh yeah,
That's a USL team, isn't it?
Yes, they're over there by like Santa Barbara, like going up that way in California.
That's crazy, dude.
Man, that's why I love this fucking tournament, bro.
Bro, imagine getting beat by el taquero ahí, la chingada.
Damn.
Tacos El Gordo FC, right, Gabby?
You see?
Damn. Hey, MU should have tried to get into the U.S. Open Cup back in our day, bro. Damn, bro.
Está cabrón.
We just can't
That's
let
fucking
Eric
awesome,
take
bro.
any PKs.
Ya van a empezar esto.
That's fine.
LAFC 2's run comes to an end. They lost 2-1 to AV Alta FC. But the kids had a little good run.
Eddie, there's this team called Portland Hearts. Have you heard about them?
Yeah, but it's not the Portland you're thinking. They're from Portland, Maine.
Oh, so it's the East Coast.
Yeah, and I think they literally just started like recently. Like they're a brand new team.
I thought they were the Oregon Portland, but
No, yeah.
Hey, do we have an update on the starting 11 XMLS player team?
yeah, I was gonna go into that. They lost. They lost to Omaha.
Oh, damn.
Their
With Bradley
run
Wright
comes
Phillips?
to an end.
Did you guys see Kleshin got a red card in that game too?
Yeah, bro, but he was on the bench.
Hmm?
I don't know. I didn't see how it happened, but he was on the bench.
Ozzy Alonso, I saw that he didn't play either. But your boy Wright Phillips played.
Your
That's
boy.
Nah, y'all are tripping.
Who else did I see? Dax McCarty. So like the ex MLS players, they all played and stuff, but they still lost 2-1.
Yeah, I mean,
De La Rosa.
Yeah.
what do they say? Father time catches up to everyone, brother.
Está cabrón, but there's gonna be some good games coming up too. I saw Las Vegas Lights are gonna play Chattanooga. Did you see that, Gabby?
Yep. Hey, they finally have been doing some good stuff. Those guys,
Okay.
when they first came out, man, it was terrible, huh, Eric?
Whack.
Oh, that shit was hilarious. I still remember sitting with Gabby, and then like when we found out the team name, like me and Gabby had a roast session just there on his couch about the lights.
It's bad, but then like you had a baseball dude come in, take over, and like do things right. Like your owner's a freaking ex MLB player, and like this guy's like putting into it, and like their new uniforms came out, and I went on their thing. I'm like, bro, you guys should change your colors to this because these uniforms are pretty badass. They're like almost like a Dodger blue, but
Yeah.
with a little bit of like yellow trim. They're probably their best uniforms. And then they had their best season ever this past season.
Last season.
They made it to like the semifinals for the USL, but they're finally doing good things. So a ver qué pex.
We'll see.
Hey,
what happens.
Gabby, are the lights? Is there any talks about them potentially becoming MLS in Vegas?
No, right now they put out a statement that they're gonna do everything possible to go to the USL First Division.
Oh, they're not in the USL First Division?
Well, they're in the current First Division, but the new First Division.
Oh, okay, with the
professional
new
side,
tiers.
when they started.
So they're gonna do everything they can to be in that first leg USL division, but Lennar, you know who Lennar is? The biggest home builder in the U.S.
Lennar Holmes.
Lennar Homes.
Yeah,
They
I
just
know.
Highway.
Oh damn! I thought I put the volume down. Sorry.
Bájale.
they just bought the land where the stadium's at for the lights. So they have a 2-year contract left. So in 2 years, they got to figure it out.
Shit.
Hell yeah, bro. We gotta support our local clubs, boys.
Yep. And the last one I was gonna touch on was the Switchbacks are playing Knoxville. Eric, did you know about that one?
Yep.
Are you gonna
Hey,
go
Eric,
any news or anything?
Hold on. What's up, Gabby?
the switchbacks are good, huh?
Yeah, dude. They won last year,
Oh,
and the year before that they had made playoffs. I think they got knocked out either semis or quarters, and then last year we were the champs.
and
Go try out, fool.
Are they affiliated with the
No, ya no
Rapids?
puedo. No, I mean, se pasan jugadores like they'll loan in some Rapid Soup players or stuff like that, but they're their own entity. They've tried to like do something with the local club here, the ones that me and Abram used to play for, but that's about it. But they're their own thing right now. They're gonna have a team in the USL Academy now, and
But is there Rapids?
but yeah, they're their own thing. But like I think I was touching up on like a couple weeks ago, dude. Their games are fucking popping. So, like, I mean, it's cool, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I keep
and their
tabs
stadium's
on
really nice. I got a tour of it one time. It's I mean, for being like a USL team, like, and it's their own soccer specific stadium. Like, we're not using anyone else's. Like, it's pretty badass.
Yeah, and when you're in downtown Colorado Springs, and finding things to do and stuff like that, the stadium looks hella nice. So a lot of people go to that because when you're finding something to do, go on a date or whatever. Don't ask me, but still, like.
Here we go. Relationship.
Here we
segment,
go.
everyone. Let's
He
go.
had to bring it up. No se aguanta este guy.
I was agreeing with you, Eric, that the stadium.
But yeah, no, it's cool. Tengo muchos. A lot of their team members are clients at the restaurant, so I get to see them once in a while.
A lot of good games, and we'll keep tabs on it for sure when the Open Cups, the next games happen, and we want, hopefully our teams like Tacoma move on, and we'll be supporting them, whenever they play at home. And I know Gabby and Eric too; they'll keep tabs on their teams over there as well. So some good games. I like it. Let's go into a little bit of some Chivas news because man, there's been some drama, dude, with the next opponent that we're playing. I want to start with Eddie. What have you heard with Chivas Monterrey game coming up this weekend?
Well, before we get into that, I'll touch a little bit on there's been some rumors. I don't know if you guys saw about Pulido and why he hasn't been playing.
I did see that, yeah.
What happened?
I mean, nothing's been confirmed as far as I've seen in one of the reports that I saw, but someone is claiming that he hasn't been playing because he showed up like drunk or like hungover to a practice, and supposedly that's why. But I mean, bro, like I'm telling you, Chivas fucking sells in Mexico, bro. Anything that you mention Chivas, and you're gonna get clicks, you're gonna get views, so like these media places, man. Because the report that came out didn't even have a name. Like a lot of the Chivas reporters was like, how are you gonna put out a story and not put your name? I was like, who wrote it? You know, like.
That
What's
happened,
the
Eddie, when the reporters for Leon, one of the Leon players, got kidnapped, and it's kind of the same thing happened where he was like, "Where did you get the source from? Like, you guys are just making shit up."
Yeah, like have some fucking pride and dignity in your company or whatever, and who's writing this? Like,
Yeah,
because like I said, the from other reports that I've seen, no one's confirmed it. I mean, it could be true. I'm not saying it's not, but. Like I said, Chivas sells. So let's just get that out of the way because, I mean, I want to see him play. I'm confused as to why he's not playing right now either. Because I mean, he only played 12 minutes versus Juarez. I mean, he didn't even play versus Cruz Azul. Do you know the reasoning why? Supposedly,
no,
because he had stomach issues, aka he had fucking chorro.
Another Joe Pfeiffer.
But if this guy has chorro, why do you take him on the bench then?
Yeah.
True.
It's like you could have put La Hormiga and give someone that actually could have played, I guess. So yeah, that's what I've seen a little bit off topic with just Chivas rumors, but I mean amidst like also all this fucking chaos that Chivas causes, like during this time, Chivas is asking for the renewal of like season ticket holders, like, and like basically right now, if you don't renew within a certain time, you could lose your seat. And as like, I don't know if you guys know, but like season tickets, like if you don't renew, like someone else could come and get your ticket or your seat. So if you have good seats or you love a certain section or literally your seats, like that means a lot to people. Like if I lost my seats, I'd be butthurt. So they're asking for them to renew like right now during like the nitty gritty of like they're in the mud right now, it's just like the timing of everything, bro. It's just like classic Mauri.
He's trying to fucking suck money out of it wherever he can.
And that comes after that interview that we all saw, I believe, of him saying that investing into refuerzos is like a waste of money. What?
Oh, dumb.
O sea, whoever's writing this fool speeches is trying to get his job.
Nah, this fool just needs to stay away from fucking microphones, apparently, or something, bro.
Está pero bien pendejo ese güey.
Whatever he says, dude, right now is going to piss all of us off.
I mean, essentially, but it's better to not say shit than say stupid shit like that. Like, how are you going to say that and then send a request to... Because Chivas is one of the few teams in Mexico that has, if not all their available season tickets sold out. Like, we have over half of the stadium to season ticket members. Like, not too many teams can say that in Mexico.
Yep.
And then you put out this request of like, hey, you know, it's time to renew right now. Like, not even wait till the end of the season or whatnot. I don't know, man. It's just like one thing after another. This guy just keeps showing us that like his timing is fucking terrible. His wording is terrible. Like, I don't know what to say anymore at this point. And that's just off the field shit right now.
Eric's gonna have to like make a call personally.
Yeah.
Voy a ir a visitar ese pendejo. Bro, and then he says like the stupidest shit that we've known for like Chivas' history. He's like, venderle a un jugador a Chivas nos cuesta el doble. It's like, no fucking shit, dude, but you gotta deal with that shit. Your dad fucking dealt with it and he fucking won. O sea, don't make that a fucking excuse. I'm tired of hearing that, like, we get players. Yeah, no shit. They're gonna try to fucking get as much as you can, but that's the position we're in, so just fucking deal with it.
Exactly.
Another one that I want to touch on a little bit too that I saw, which is like it hasn't made too much noise, but I saw a reporter saying that Chicharito might be looking at options to like try to work something out to, well, you know, possibly go back to MLS or try to figure out a way maybe to like, you know, work on his contract, maybe like I said, look at other options, but that's still a little early. But I saw that floating around too, which I don't know what you guys think.
Today I saw Eddie touching into what you said about Chicharito. That today I saw a reporter on Fútbol Picante. This is my source where I heard it from. That Chicharito's kind of upset about. I don't know if it's the coach that chooses the captain or if it's the team that chooses the captain, but El Tiba Sepúlveda has been the captain for the past 2 games. And the reporter was saying that Chicharito has been kind of like, you know, with an attitude about that he doesn't think that Sepúlveda should be the captain. That could be something they were saying that to keep tabs on, that if that's true that Chicharito's having a negative attitude about who's the captain.
Bueno, pero afuera del Tuca, Borghetti y what's the other fool's name on Fútbol Picante who's a Chivas supporter?
Manuel Soler.
No, who used to be a commentator. Está en los lentes. He's always he's defending Chivas all the time.
I don't know, bro, because I low-key don't watch that shit.
Bueno, pero aparte de esos tres y el Tuca, el Fútbol Picante está lleno de puro pendejo, so I don't trust what they say.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out Sir for posting the clips, because I never watched that shit.
But there's a lot of drama, dude.
Hey, do you guys have any news on the Cambero shit?
that they're trying to renew. I saw.
Well, there's some drama too that supposedly like lo están congelando because he won't resign, and that's why he hasn't been playing and all this shit. Like, I don't how true is all that?
That was bullshit, bro. I mean, that's what they're saying. That's how they're selling it. But he literally had a concussion.
When he played the
And I know in Mexico it's rare to hear that they try to take care of the players with concussions, but that's what I saw that some reporters are saying that he literally had a concussion, so they were trying to obviously be careful with him. I mean, I can see why it looks like that, and maybe there's a part of it that's true, but he literally had a concussion, so that's why they were holding him out a little bit. But I think from here on out we'll see, like, I mean, by now he should be good. So, like, we'll see what happens, how much playing time he gets.
But was it confirmed that he did, like, deny, like, the first, like, offers and shit?
Honestly, I don't know, bro. But, like, I think he still has years on his contract, but I think they're trying to rework it.
Mm-hmm.
More money, probably.
I mean, yeah, low key. I mean, if you're Chivas, bro, you want to blind them. Give them the fucking money right now. I mean, yeah, it's a risk, right? But, like, from what you've seen already, like, I think it's worth it. I mean, how many other players do we have that is going to give you what he's sort of showing you right now?
Yep.
Not that many.
And one thing that I hate, bro, that happens to us a lot is, like, you let this player go and then se encienden en otros equipos. Maybe that's because of the jersey that les pesa, or like they say, or maybe he just wasn't meant to be here. The situation with the other team, the teammates, the coach, who knows? But I feel like that happens a lot to us where we let go of these certain players that son joyitas or so-called. But, I mean, yeah, like...
They're doing good at another team.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Camberos has done enough, I think, to kind of see, like, la camisa no le pesa hasta ahorita for being so young, like, y no se le ha subido tampoco. That's the good thing.
Yeah.
Exactly. But not just on Chivas' side, there's been a lot of drama on the team that we're playing against this weekend also.
Wait, real quick, before we get into that, I just wanted to know, Chivas Femenil had 7 players called up to the Mexican women's national team.
Nice.
Let's fucking go.
Nice. I like that.
We love to see that shit.
But, yeah, all of us know what we've been hearing about Monterrey and their drama on their side. I feel like this is a good thing for Chivas that Monterrey is going through all this drama. Gabby, you got something? You got an opinion?
Yeah, let's use that to our advantage. I mean, it sucks for them, you know. You never want to see that. You always want to keep that indoors, closed doors, behind closed doors. But
Yeah.
for obviously us as Chivas fans, we want to take advantage of that right now.
Fuck yeah.
And then whatever's going on over there, pues, ni modo.
Yeah, behind closed doors, kick through doors, don't matter.
That's what
Kick
happened.
through glass doors, you mean?
Canales, let's be
But,
clear,
like,
it was
if you-
Canales that got pissed
Hold on, what was Gabby going to say?
But like, imagine like if the roles were reversed, like it'd suck, man, for our team to be going through something like that, where like the manager and the player and like somebody got stitches, like that sucks,
Yep.
you know. So
Bro, it would be a world war in Mexico if this happened on Chivas side because of just how big Chivas is.
it'd be even bigger.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. But like we're saying that this is an opportunity for Chivas to definitely jump on them right now where they're kind of down right now.
Yeah, they're down bad too right now, bro. I mean, obviously, with all the reports that came out the other day, like, just to start off though, like, Chivas has a good record at the new stadium of Monterrey. I mean, since 2017, they've won 6 games, tied 3, and only lost 1, bro. And like, I remember some of those games clearly, like that trophies game early on. That
That
he
was
had
the
2
birth of
goals.
trophies.
Like, oh man, I always remember that, like, because he was about to pop off tournament, but like
That was when he was our Messi.
Oh my God, don't even start, brother.
That era. No, but you're right. I did see that stat too, Eddie, that every time Chivas goes up there to Monterrey, they end up doing all right, end up doing good, and we got to keep that streak for sure.
Hey, is anyone going to give a little background on the story, though, so our listeners know what happened?
Go into it, Eric.
All right. So it's basically Sergio Canales versus Martin de Micheli's match. There was a falling out. supposedly Demichelis was kind of getting on his ass during training over some things he didn't, o sea, no le parecían in terms of whatever they were working on, and pues Canales no se dejó. He's like, dude, you haven't even been here for a full season. You're gonna come at me and do all this shit. So they had a big fucking argument, and Canales apparently they had to separate the two to the point where they had to have like Hector Moreno come in and some other big name guys and just kind of separate them. So he throws his fucking shirt to the ground, Canales, and walks off the pitch, and then all of a sudden they start calling for the medics because he kicked the fucking glass door. And that shit resulted in 10 stitches. And he's now questionable and probably is not going to play tomorrow. Is it tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's probably not going to play. But the big thing after that was that, so after all that shit happened, they stitched him up and all this shit. Canales has a player-only meeting, basically, and goes up to Sergio Ramos, and he basically tells him, are you guys with me or with him? And Ramos is like, we're with you. So up at this moment, I don't know if they made a decision now, but I heard that after all that, they had a meeting with Demichelis whether he's going to be continuing or not. So I mean, I love this shit. It takes the pressure off Chivas, and because to me, we lose. That's basically it for us for the year. Like it's we gotta win to even stay alive, not even tie. Like we gotta win. So the fact that they're going through all this drama, I was like, keep it coming, dude.
Every single game from here on out.
Yeah, I mean,
Chivas.
Yeah.
Yep.
yeah. I mean, Monterrey.
Yeah, but this one is really like I was like, we lose it basically.
We're done.
Yeah.
Yeah, Monterrey sits in 9th with 19 points. We're in 11th out of the playoff spots right now. The play-in was 16, so winning that would bring us back in, depending on what Pumas does.
Yeah, but
I mean, we're looking at the back end of the playoff spots right now. Like obviously the direct is out of the question, so we're just trying to sneak in right now, man.
It's called the play-in, and the good thing too, the next teams that we're playing are Mazatlan, Pueblas, and Atlas at the very end. So those I feel like are some teams that we can definitely beat, but you never know. Never know, because we were supposed to beat Juarez and then we ended up tying with them too. So those hopefully we get a good result at Monterrey. I'm excited to see some Sergio Ramos versus Chicharito kind of play.
I hope not. I hope it's not Chicharito. I hope it's Pulido.
We'll see.
Hey,
Yeah.
So going back to that rumor Eddie was talking about, like, I mean, I love the guy, right? He's Cantarano, everything Manchester United, but are we gonna miss him if he leaves?
No.
But not as much. I don't think so.
And it sucks because it was like one of the most exciting eras of like Chivas. It's like he's coming back home, and it's like this shit has been horrible.
He looks slow, dude. He looks super slow.
Yeah,
He just looks like he doesn't know how to play sometimes.
Yeah, I mean, I think the injury obviously definitely affected him. It looks like he tries, like he want, like you can see him want to do what he used to do, but it doesn't translate physically on the field. Similar, like we were saying a little bit to Luis Suarez, not as bad looking, but similar, bro. Like you can tell, like he tries, but ya no es lo mismo.
Yeah, como dijo Jamie Carragher, leave the football before the football leaves you.
I mean,
yeah, I mean, hopefully with if we hold on to Pulido, if you get some more playing time again to this fool that was coming up that they sort of froze a little bit también. Wilke and
Armando.
Yeah, Armando.
La hormiga.
Yep. So we'll see. Out of these next few games, there's about 3, 6, 9, 12 points. 12 points that we can, get maximum to help us get it up there in ranking. And we're going to keep tabs on it. We're going to look. I bet all of us are going to watch the game this weekend. So
Fuck yeah. I just wanted to say one more thing. Cade Cowell looked fucking fantastic against Cruz Azul, and I still don't understand why he's not fucking playing more.
Yeah, I mean, he looks dangerous to me, bro. Like, every time, I mean, whether he looks a little awkward with the ball, like, but he's taking fools on, like, he's creating opportunities. Like, how many, he had those 2 passes through, I think, to Chicharito, like he's creating the opportunities, man, and that's what we need right now.
Bro, ever since Eddie has said the comparison to Cabrito Arellano, that's all I see. Like, I don't even see Kate Cowell anymore. I just see Cabrito Arellano.
True, they kind of play the same.
And they got the long hair and the long jersey, and they kind of run on their tippy toes the same way and shit.
Yep. They cut a little bit the same.
Yeah.
I'd sort of be sad to see him go, honestly, like, because I think that was a little thing for a bit there when he wasn't playing with the previous manager. But yeah, man, we got to do something, man. We got to keep guys that are actually creating chances on the field, man.
Like him, for example. I got one more funny stat for you guys that I just remembered too. Sergio Ramos is going to be doing a song with Karim Leon in the near future.
All right.
Damn, is that one gonna be tres? Is that one gonna be tres compas or what?
Nah, bro, what?
Instead of dos compas, is it a song gonna be the tres compas?
Who knows, bro? But that's funny though. That Sergio Ramos is gonna be doing a song with Karim Leon.
Damn, that's why he went to Mexico, fool.
Damn, so they got two artists on their team now. Cause I don't know if you guys knew, Salcedo has like some type of. He's like a reggaeton artist too, apparently.
Hell
I
yeah.
don't know if you guys saw, but he signed with them before he got hurt.
Yeah,
You gotta have backup plans.
Nah, bro. Nah, Liga MX is a joke. What are we talking about?
Hilarious. I just remembered that. I just wanted to bring that up so it doesn't skip us because that's, Sergio Ramos came to fucking make money and do everything.
Oh, that'll be interesting.
That's awesome, Fabian. I would have never known that unless you said that.
You guys got it. I mean, that's what I'm here for, to give you guys the news that nobody knows.
Music news, relationship news.
You got it.
Oh,
Because I think we should get into our final topics, so that we can. This next one is going to be an interesting one. I think we might have some really, really cool opinions about some players that we think could easily turn into some WWE superstars. Are you guys ready?
I have a question. Are we doing this like we've been doing the past ones, where it's like if I have like my top four and you guys take one, I gotta swap them out?
yeah, and you're last.
Damn. Nah, hell no. Fabian's gonna go last again.
I'm okay going last because I got some players I don't think you guys will take from me.
No, it's alright. I'll go last. I want to go last.
So I'm going first.
So
Yes. Let's go, Gabby, Eddie, Fabian, and then me.
okay, Gabby, Eddie, me, and then Eric. Dale.
All right, Gabby, let's go. One of one.
One of one WWE fucking superstar. This guy will fucking just pure entertainment. You put him on the mic and you're like, fuck, you just want to watch this guy. Even though me clavó una bien feo once, pero pues Zlatan Ibrahimovic.
There we go.
Ooh, fuck yeah. I had him.
Yeah,
You took my number one.
He's like the WWE superstars. The back interviews, bam, there you go.
he could be a perfect heel. He could be a perfect heel.
Nah, bro. Anyone who refers to himself in third person, you're automatically in.
You're in.
Bro, anybody who takes a whole page of the newspaper to announce your signing, you're fucking in.
That's right. I forgot about
And then he just says, what did he say? Did he say, I'm here?
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's a good pick, Gabby. That might be one of one like all time.
I like it.
That was my number one, bro.
Well, then, got to pick someone else, Eddie. Who
Let's
you got?
go, Eddie.
Well, I got this really popular guy. He's like, for his excellent skill and innovation of the Bluetooth foul. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of the Bluetooth foul.
Bluetooth foul, no.
Yeah, a.k.a. the wonderful art of the Brazilian diving. Vinny Jr. himself.
What?
Yes, sir.
What?
Yes, sir.
What?
His finishing move would be called the Achitapego. Hey, and to top it off, top-notch acting skills that would play perfectly into the WWE entertainment. He can cry on the blink of an eye. Now, just imagine the drama, though, man.
could say the same thing about Neymar. Neymar could be in there too.
Oh yeah, he learned from the best. He learned from Neymar.
Damn, that's crazy. I didn't think of that one.
Hey,
That's a good
this
one.
isn't a Madrid dig. This is a Vinny Jr. dig. So relax. Don't get offended, brother.
No. You can take him.
Shout out Rob. I know he's listening.
Take him. You're one of one. Totally fine. I'll give them to you. But
but I mean, for me, it's just like when I see like the drama and the antics, like that's what I think of like entertainment. We're talking about WWE entertainment, so that's why
right.
He's my number 2.
You're right about that. You're definitely right about that. I think you guys are going to be very surprised who my number 1 is, because this guy reminds me a lot of a wrestler back in the day. If you guys remember his Mankind, also known as Mick Foley.
Dang.
Could
Mr. Socko.
easily be played by
Not the sock. Hey, shout out Carlos and Sir.
Eddie
doesn't like sock on. Sorry guys, but you got the bit.
he was creeping that thing off like. "Wah!"
Oh man, so you guys know who I'm talking about, but
Bro,
the player that I think could play him easily,
Valderrama.
Cuauhtémoc.
bro, I knew it. I knew that's where you're going. That's my number 3.
Cuauhtémoc Blanco, aka El Jorobado.
Yes, sir.
Easily, same thing that Eddie was saying with Vinny. Just the fucking antics, the attitude, the style of that motherfucker, just like Mankind.
Nah, bro. Cuauhtémoc Blanco was the first player to teach me like true hate, bro.
Yeah.
Like his antics, like the shit talking, even just the way he looked would piss me off, and I was like a fucking teenager, bro.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
swear.
Everyone wanted to fight him too. Like when Faitelson, the reporter, like threw or punched him or some shit.
No, Cuauhtémoc punched Faitelson.
That's right.
And bro, till this fucking day, people on fucking Twitter, anything Faitelson posts, they still comment that. I swear to God, go look through his comments.
Hella funny. My number 1 of 1. I love it. Eric, now it's your turn.
Fuck, who should I pick? All right, I'm gonna go. This is gonna be kind of I don't know, might be a sleeper for you guys, but he wouldn't be so much on the entertainment aspect, but in terms of fighting and like a finishing move, I'm gonna take the infamous Zinedine Zidane.
Damn.
That was a good one. I did not think.
Because that's his finishing move. You say anything to that fool, he turns around with that shiny ass head and boom to the chest, you're done.
Any WWE superstar that comes in his way, he'll just be like, duh.
Boom. That's my 1.
Like it. I like it. Gabby, we're on to you now. What's your number 2?
My number 2. So this guy, he's not, again, kind of same like Eric, no entertainment, but he's like, The Rock. Remember The Rock? He would come out in his nice little calzoncitos.
Yep.
Right? And then you had, who else? Like Batista, right?
Mm-hmm.
These big guys. Adama Traoré.
Ooh. That's like that. That fool reminds me of like this guy who was a Big E. I think was a Big E.
Guess un Big E.
I was waiting. I was like, what is he talking about?
No, there's a fighter, fool. Yes, his name I think was like Big E or some shit, but he was like ripped and shit.
I thought you were talking about me.
Eddie? Eddie was waiting to be like, what do you mean? Adama the fool that played with Barca, and then he went. Where's he playing right now?
He plays with Raul Jimenez right now.
Yeah, with Fulham.
He was jacked, or he is jacked.
Yeah, he looks a little. He doesn't look like a footballer, which is crazy. But he's quick.
Dude, that fool looks like a running back.
Yeah, true.
He looks like he should be playing rugby or something.
True.
Fuck yeah.
Got it.
All right, let's go,
All right.
Eddie.
What's your second?
Honestly, bro, you guys took all my. So this is off the hip. But I mean, I think he deserves to be on this list, whether it's at the bottom or not. But another infamous one for me, Brazilian Portuguese Pepe.
Oh, that was the next one.
Oh, bro, this guy.
I'm surprised he went second round.
He could
This
be
guy is just straight for the fighting, literally.
Hell yeah.
Like
Everybody needs someone on their team like that.
Yeah.
Like this motherfucker. Like if I was playing against him, I'd be so annoyed, and like, oh my god, he would piss me off. He would get under my skin, which is exactly what he wants to do.
I'm trying to think of like what WWE superstar kind of would be like Pepe. Someone that's like a villain, but that will always like he's always probably to me Pepe was like a sidekick where someone will always call him and he will
Yeah,
always
he'd be the one to fucking come kick the ass.
exactly.
The Undertaker's brother, maybe.
Kane, oh, don't disrespect Kane like that, bro.
No, but like they're tall, bald.
Yeah, someone like that. Yeah, just call him Pepe. Like, come through, come help me beat the guy up. I like it. So that was Eddie's number 2. My number 2 is gonna be a humble guy. Everybody likes him. He could easily be someone like a Rey Mysterio, because Rey Mysterio is a legend in WWE. I kind of compare him to Mohamed Salah, where Salah just has that vibe, dude, where he could just come out, in the ring and like doesn't have to say shit, but everyone still loves him. I'll take Mohamed Salah. That's my second pick.
I don't like that.
What?
Me neither.
Why?
The only one that doesn't like Salah.
I know. I mean, I like Salah. I just don't like that for UFC. I mean, for WWE.
Sometimes you don't
I
have
feel
to
like
do
he's like the guy on WWE who always like will get beat up.
I compare him to like Rey Mysterio. They're kind of the same size. He could have some like cool finishing moves too. He's quick. Salah's quick. We know that.
Salah ain't beating up anybody from our list so far.
I just want it because of popularity. I think that's where I would think that's why he could compare to that.
Yeah. All right. Well, my second pick. I'm surprised he's not been taken, or maybe you guys just forgot about him. But I'm gonna take he's a number 9. One of the most. At one point, I thought he could be like the best number 9 in the world, but the most fucking annoying number 9 probably to play against. In maybe all time, I'm taking Diego fucking Costa.
Fuck! Why?
Yeah, that's a good
That was
one.
a good one.
That fool was like Pepe is like Pepe. He couldn't do. O sea, if there's like a guy like Pepe's level, it's like boom as a number 9. Like you're not gonna find anyone else.
Gabby, they could be like the Hardy brothers,
Who?
the Pepe and Diego Costa. Could
Hell
you see
yeah.
them as like the Hardy brothers?
Imagínate.
But yeah, Diego Costa, that motherfucker he would piss me off just seeing him play but it was funny too, because sometimes he'd straight up just be punching people, and like back when there wasn't any VAR.
That's right. He was a dirty one too.
But yeah, Diego Costa.
I like it. We're on to Gabby's third now, right?
Yep.
Pues otro que me cae gordo a mí. El tiburón. Luis Suárez.
Oh,
Yep.
another special mover.
That was
Ooh.
a move, huh?
Yeah, that'll be his signature move right there.
El Tiburón. Should I play the song back?
Back.
All right, so now we're on to Eddie's third pick.
I'm shooting off the hip here, guys, because these motherfuckers took all my choices. But I think you guys will know who I'm talking about when I say Chile soccer player Gary Medel,
Oh, el Pitbull.
Short guy.
El Pitbull.
Yep.
Short guy. And he always, I think, had like spiky hair.
Yeah, bro. Just looking at him like this, low key, like right away, villain.
Ese sí da más miedo nomás al puro mirarlo, el cabrón.
I mean, just looking at him though, like I get mad. I want to slap him. So it's a perfect villain right there. Like, and just like from what I've seen him do on the field too, like just picking on fools. And this guy's a shorter dude. Like he didn't give a f.
Le entra los
Le
putazos.
vale madre el guy.
There was something that I actually like enjoyed about seeing the way he played at the same time, though.
Oh yeah, but we're talking about the antics, the fighting, the superstarness.
The vibe that he would give off, he was a WWE superstar too, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. My third pick, dude, is probably going to be my favorite one out of all my picks so far.
You have to make up
This
for the last
guy,
one.
Yeah, because that last one fucking sucked.
I wanted to give a shout out because I feel like we're picking a bunch of like villains right now. Not every
That's what it's
WWE
about
superstar is
most of
a
the time.
villain.
It's about
Oh,
character.
the villains are the ones that make the money.
You gotta have someone that's good though too. But not my next one though. My next one, like he reminds me kind of like a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Is he bald?
Wayne Rooney. Wayne Rooney.
Okay.
With the English accent.
I ain't mad at that.
Yup, coming out with that celebration with his hands out, coming like with the fiery attitude. Like a lot of people would love him, a lot of people would hate him. I think,
What is a man
he
you
could
can't
be like
think?
a Stone Cold Steve Austin, where he could just be talking shit in his English accent. Like, what do they say in England? Like, you bloody hell, you fucking whatever. The they go like this. They go, you bloody wanker, you wanker.
You fucking bloody hell.
My name's Wayne Rooney. Bloody hell.
That doesn't sound intimidating at all.
Nah, shout out Wayne Rooney. Hey, that bicycle kick though. Woo! You know which one I'm talking about. Classic forever.
There's a WWE superstar right there.
There's your Sheamus.
Yup. What are we on now, Eric? Your third one now?
Yeah. I'm surprised this guy's still on there because he could be a round two. But let me see if you guys remember this. Sometimes very good, sometimes very shit.
El Gattuso.
Genaro Gattuso.
Gattuso.
All right, you motherfuckers obviously don't watch shit because if you don't know where the fuck that's from, you live in a fucking cave.
I think Gattuso's a good one for
He's
sure.
He'd be a superstar in fighting and in terms of like the Zlatan Ibrahimovic figure. Like, he could talk and he'd make a lot of, he'd be McGregor type.
Yeah, I can see that. And his accent too.
Yep, and Italian, and he's like super. Like if you think of anyone Italian, like he embodies like what a true Italian is.
There was an Italian, Gabby. Do you remember back in the day? There was an Italian. I'm trying to remember his name. He would always wear like a Italy shirt, short guy, kind of stocky.
Where?
In WWE.
Was he the guy that would do this move? He'd be like,
Sarantino, something like that was his last name.
Ya no me acuerdo.
he was like the guy that would do this move, Gabby, no, or maybe he'd be like this, and then he'd be like or some shit like that.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So that's where Gattuso could like easily be someone like him.
Now, could I give a little shout out though and mention we gotta mention a little story here if we're talking about WWE. Back in the day, WWF, Gabby, shout out to your brother. You got a little story for us about wrestling?
Damn. So this was back in the 90s. No, I was probably early 2000s. But I was like 10 years old, and we built a ring in the back. And the whole neighborhood was there. The whole neighborhood. Everybody was there. And You remember Edge?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So Edge's partner used to come out. Ya se me olvidó cómo se llama el partner of the Edge. He would wear a white shirt, and he would come out with a cup of blood, and he'd be like, and spit the blood. Well,
Who the hell was that?
Ya se me olvidó cómo se llama el güey.
Yeah.
Christian.
So I was Christian, and I'm coming in, and these guys, the music that Christian. I had a white shirt, and I drink. It was like water with
With coloring?
Food coloring. I drink it, right? Because I'm coming in the ring. And then my brother comes, Carlos, and he grabs me and he throws me over the third rope of the ring. And I land and I break my arm. So,
Damn.
so then they took us to the neighbor, and the neighbor's calling, and he's like, he was Cuban. And he's like, hurry up. He broke his arm and he's bleeding. He's bleeding. But it was all the blood from
Because it was the food coloring.
It was a food coloring, and I had it all over me, and it was all over because I had to spit it out. So he's telling me the ending is that I had, my arm was like a Z, and then there was like red everywhere because of the food coloring that I spit.
Damn. Shout out El Terremoto.
WWE
And
days.
what did your mom say when she found out?
No, ya no me acuerdo. I remember they took me to the hospital. They put a piece of cardboard, and then the next day I went to go get a cast.
Damn.
Classic story.
Your mom and dad were probably like, no more wrestling for you guys.
No more wrestling. Who got next?
Damn, so who were we on next?
Fourth and last.
Me?
Gabby.
Gabby, so this is your last pick now.
This next one probably is not a character, but again, we're going back to that, the Rock, the Batistas,
Mm-hmm.
Gavalindo Vieira de Sousa, a.k.a. Brazilian International Hulk.
Sneaky good one.
Gabby's just picking all the stocky, buff motherfuckers.
Boss.
Are you jealous or what?
Nah.
I picked two characters and two buff, and then I have honorable mentions if you want ready.
Me too.
Angry. No, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
I'm just thinking back of like a lot of people that piss me off.
Mm-hmm.
So there was another shout out to those fools.
I have one that pisses me off as my honorable mention. I have two
Right now, because he also played, but now he's a commentator. El señor Alexi Lalos que chinga toda su madre. Nah, bro. I mean, just watching like old highlights of him.
Yeah.
Like it's like, but even nowadays, like it's like almost he wanted to be the villain. Mm-hmm. So like I just see him and I hear what he said, and I just get pissed off, bro. And it takes me back to those dark times as a teenager when I used to hate these players with a passion. And it revives it a little bit. And I gotta remember, I'm an adult now, so relax.
So
it's not that serious.
Is he coming out with his long hair with the tie and his beard?
Oh yeah, Shawn Michaels style.
Hey.
No manches.
Hey, when the have you seen the meme of Shawn Michaels that the guy, there's like a video of some guy that throws water at him or something, and then he's making the. That's him right there. That's what he reminds me of.
He's making the what?
I don't want to do it. You know what I'm saying? Nah, y'all ain't gonna get me.
Alex Dallas. So that was your fourth pick, Eddie?
Yeah.
I like it. My last pick, I'm debating like, cause I want like a Booker T kind of like style of.
Bradley right
Wasn't Booker T Rocky?
No, who? Rocky?
Yeah, wasn't the African American boxer in
Yeah.
Rocky?
Yeah, he was also known as like King Booker. but I don't know if he ever went by Rocky.
No,
Oh.
he's in the Rocky movies.
Oh no. That's Apollo. Apollo Creed.
No.
Oh no, that's Mr. T. That was Mr. T. You're talking about the guy with the mohawk.
Yes.
No, that's Mr. T.
Yeah.
No, so it's not the same guy.
Booker T is a different wrestler.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Booker T was like a more buff guy. I think at one point he had long hair.
Yeah.
Pues, ¿quién es tu Booker
I'm
T?
trying to see. Huh?
¿Quién es tu Booker T?
I'm debating if it could be like either like Pogba or Yaya Toure or like what's his freaking name that played for Manchester City that's Italian, Eric.
You should have stayed with Pogba.
Este cabrón that
I have the perfect Booker T, but I'm not gonna give him to you.
damn, it's the Italian Balotelli. There you
Ooh, he's a good one.
Oh, that's a sleeper.
Balotelli, I'll give him like a Booker T kind of reference right there.
You know
Same
who's
as-
kind of Booker T like built like though? You remember Clarence Seedorf?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, big time. Clarence Seedorf, he played for Juventus
Milan.
and Milan.
Yeah.
But Seedorf was a little bit shorter, whereas like Balotelli's like a tall, big mother sucker.
Yeah.
You guys know what's a classic Balotelli memory that I always think of? Friendly versus LA Galaxy.
Or he tried to do the spin.
You guys know exactly what play I'm talking about. And then he gets immediately subbed off.
The coach,
The disrespect on
the coach was
the
pissed.
Carson Galaxy.
The coach was pissed. He's like, I don't care if it's a friendly. You can't be doing that kind of stuff.
Oh man.
So I'll take Balotelli as my last pick for sure. I like it.
That's a good call.
Now we got Eric's the last one now.
No, I'll leave that for an honorable mention. All right, I'm gonna take. So this guy would be like the one who would embrace being the face of WWE. Like he had embraced kind of like the John Cena role in terms of like being the good guy and the fan favorite, but then he could also like fuck you up de vez en cuando because his medio like he kind of plays dirty. I'm gonna take Pollo Briseño.
El Pollo Briseño.
Ooh.
Oh,
I go back to the time where he left Giovanni Dos Santos basically a hole in his thigh.
The studs up king.
Yeah, but then like he's got that like charm to him where like, he could like break your leg, but then he's got the charm enough to kind of be like, hey, like I'm still chilling, like you know what I mean? Like, he could be the face of WWE and he'd embrace it.
perfect actually comparison right there. That's so true. I like it. Well, honorable mentions, Gabby, do you want to give out?
Damn, I have two fools. Two villains.
Say 'em.
I can't
Say 'em.
stand. Two villains that I'm just like, everybody would hate these guys. Like, just hate them.
Yeah.
Nahuel Guzman,
Oh, hell yeah.
hate him. Just the shit that he does, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, well, what if one of you guys have him? So I don't want to take it from him.
No, it's honorable mentions. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're all done.
Nahuel Guzman and Sambuesa.
Yup.
You know who we didn't bring up? What's the Argentinian goalie? I keep forgetting his name.
Dibu.
Dibu, also another one that's like no.
Oh yeah, I can definitely put him on my honorable mentions.
Palermo.
Martin Palermo, was he the one that spit at Bofo back in the Copa Libertadores, Eddie?
No, that was the coach. The Boca coach.
But I thought-
Palermo was the one that was trying to fight, but the coach was the one that spit in both his face.
Yeah. Even still, fuck all those guys too. That fucking did all that shit when she went to go play down there. I like it.
You got any honorable mentions, Eddie?
Probably just Landon Donovan.
Captain America?
Ooh, that's a good one. Fuck that motherfucker. That fool gave me childhood trauma because I fuck how much I fucking hated him.
He had a good run in my hate.
Ooh, Eddie, you picked apart my brain in my childhood. Holy shit.
He brought back some trauma.
Oh
Yeah,
my
I tucked him
god.
back there now since he's retired. But oh man, just thinking back, bro. Oh, I mean, one with like the U.S. team, obviously, and then two with the Galaxy. Like, oh man, this guy was just
What
something else.
Bro, I
what
still
team did
remember when that motherfucker, like, was it at Guadalajara where he just fucking took a piss on our fucking field?
Yeah, the Jalisco.
Yeah, motherfucker.
what team did he come play for in Mexico like towards the end of his career?
Leon.
Leon, and that kind of humbled him a little bit though, don't you think?
Yeah, I feel like I don't know if he did it for the same reason that maybe like he wanted to not get on our good graces, because he tried that when, do you guys remember when the U.S. didn't make it to the World Cup?
Mhm.
And he made like a commercial with Wells Fargo saying like Mexico was his second team. Like, what?
I remember
we,
that shit.
we do not want you. We do not claim you over here, buddy.
No, you can stay with your people. We're good over here.
Yeah.
I think we all had some good picks that definitely maybe except for the Mo Salah that I gave out, but everyone else I think has some really good picks.
Yeah,
So
Fabian, you fucked up with that one.
I'll still stand by it. Mo Salah, dude, everyone loves that guy.
Do you have any honorable mentions, Fabian? This fool's obsession with Salah, dude.
Nah, that one came out of left field for me.
Shout out Mo Salah. Mo Salah, in the future, if he's ever hearing this, at least you got one supporter.
He's
Do you have
got
any other
one
mentions,
good.
Fabian?
Huh?
Do you have any other honorables?
Nah, that's it.
You were
All
the
right, I'm gonna
most
say
prepared.
two
You
more.
were the most prepared out of all of us, and you came out with Mo Salah.
I know, huh?
Yup.
Mo Salah.
Hey, someone's got to be different on here. It's all good.
Yeah, true. That's true. My honorable mention, because it was a love-hate relationship, but it was more times hate than love, but Piojo Herrera.
Oh man.
Do you think he'd be a villain or like?
He'd be a villain, but then, like, I liked him on the selección, but the America years, like, fucking hated him.
And his nickname, if he was a WWE superstar, would be El Piojo.
Yeah, El Piojo.
You wouldn't be the flea.
The flea.
Nah, keep it El Piojo.
And then my last honorable mention, and this is just my personal experience, right? I'm not speaking for anyone else, and I'm not saying that this region of players is only that region. There's probably more regions but this is my personal experience with what I've dealt with. An honorable mention is, and this is all pros and Sunday League, Hondureños that play pro and Sunday League. All those fools they'd get down in WD. That shit would be exciting as fuck. O sea, juegan bien fuerte, a veces medio sucios, and then, o sea, they like to, I just think they'd get good ratings as WWE. But that's it. No, I'm not. I don't agree with anything Fabian.
No, but look at when Honduras plays Mexico, like selection wise too. Like, bro, they don't like us down there, and it's understandable because they want to beat us. So
Yeah,
I see where you're coming from on that
yeah.
one.
That's a good one. Good thing you came up with America. Now, well, let's wrap this up, you guys. I think we've made a good episode today. Real quick, what things you guys looking forward to this weekend? One game in particular. Just go real quick. Eddie, start with you.
I mean, for me, clearly right now, like the Sounders versus San Diego, I think that's gonna be a good test for us. Obviously, they're hot right now. They're on a little streak, and the game is down there in San Diego, so it's gonna be a good test. Obviously, we're not at full strength still, but there's no excuses. Like, we still need to come out with the result, and I mean that's one of the big ones I'm looking forward to, because that one's first up on the docket. But then obviously the Chivas Monterrey clearly, and then obviously keeping tabs on La Liga.
Yep.
But yeah, I mean there's a lot going on right now. I feel like
You. And you, Gabby, what do you got? What are you looking forward to this weekend?
Same thing. There's a lot going on. Chivas tomorrow, so that one's the first one, and then LAFC Miami. Hopefully, we can get that next win so we can go to the next round.
I like it. I like it. Eric?
Obviously, Chivas Monterrey, but then also Manchester Derby. Let's fucking go.
Sunday. Do you know what time that game is at over there with you?
Don't put me on the spot with these stats, fool, because I don't know off the top of my head.
No, that's Sunday morning, 8:30 a.m. Pacific Standard
That's
Time.
exactly at 8:30 p.m. That's what I meant to say.
A.m., bud.
A.m.
Definitely. No, I'm definitely looking at all those games too this weekend. The other one that I'll be watching will be Milan versus Fiorentina on Saturday too. Hopefully, see some Santi Jimenez action.
If he starts, bro.
Yeah, so I'll keep tabs on it. So
We want to see him get back in form. So hopefully he gets some time and gets back on it.
yep, a lot of good games. A lot of good games this weekend. But
That Barca Real Betis too. Like, just to mention that was gonna be good. I feel like that could be a crucial point situation there for the race.
that's true. That's true. So I think that does it for this episode, you guys. I want to thank you guys for everyone joining up and producing a good episode. Everyone should go listen to us, follow us on Spotify, on Instagram, at YouTube, and TikTok at Los Fantasy Cuz. We want you guys to go on there, give us some comments, some feedback, so that we can see if you guys like what we're doing and keep making this podcast caliente.
Yeah, sorry, we're a day late on our episode this week. We're shooting under the Friday night lights today, but we'll be back on track.
Yeah, thank you guys. This was awesome. This was fun.
Why do you say it like that?
I was waiting for Gabby to go and he just caught me off guard.
Está malito el guy.
All right,
Let me do that again, Abram. Hold on.
listening.
Bro,
Thank you guys.
go.
Thank you guys for listening.
That's it. That's all you got. All right, if I'm listening, we'll see you guys again next week. Let's go. Los Fantasy Cuz.
Peace. Se baña.